approximate idea of how long this is expected to last, this press conference?
I don't think it'll take long unless, I mean, I might just ask them whether they're gonna take questions or not. I'm not sure how, because I know they're still interviewing.
Right.
Mr. Diehl, so I'm not sure. We've not looked him in officially yet and have a mug shot yet.
Gotcha. Hey, Brian, with your wireless thing, there's a red light that's supposed to be on. Red? Okay. That was green.
Let's just say this one. Our wireless mics are so old that might go to like big functions. They don't ever have any change frequencies. Cause they're like, don't worry, you're not gonna interfere with that point.
Completely off our spectrum.
It's pretty cool.
That's hilarious. So I'm not gonna go, I didn't think enough to worry about now. Like, a wireless. One of the issues, I'm like, not having to cover my Panther games or anything.
Yeah, except Panther games, when I was only at AT, for the celebration bowl, and all that stuff, I never had to change. Which is a long one. Only time I really had my mic on is at the other game. Did you go to the water main break yesterday?
Yeah.
What time? Were you there like at?
I was there like right as the sun was rising, so, like I got some sunrise background shots of it.
I got there, after that, they were pumping the hole.
The water still getting pumped out when I got there.
No, so it died.
Oh, yeah.
While I was there.
Okay.
And from what they had pumped out, it filled all the way back up.
That's hilarious.
And they couldn't get the water.
Because at first, like, they had the intersection popped on, there was like water coming up there, so I asked the cop there, like, are these two things related? Because the other one's like way
Down by, where window,
the next intersection.
window for Virgins, it seems like the water was down where that. I noticed that, and then up by Green Valley, and they kept going down the road where the water, where they just twisted before they turned it off.
Nice. Yeah, I stayed just long enough to get my video and got out of there. I remember because I had to, like, I was sitting at 10 to take a picture or something, and like, just like a 15, 30 second, my hands were out of my gloves, trying to do my phone. Like, they got
Is everybody ready?
Hang on a second.
Is that too loud? Probably do it right. Talk about it. Ready. Okay, on this day, this morning around 6:45 a.m., Randolph County Sheriff's Office Criminal Apprehension Team, deputies from the Davidson County Sheriff's Office, and agents from the United States Marshals Service, Carolinas Regional Fugitive Task Force, located and apprehended Dustin Ray Diehl. It was at his residence on Cabin Creek Road in the Denton area, which is just inside Davidson County. Diehl was arrested this morning on multiple felony warrants and transported to the Randolph County Sheriff's Office for questioning by both Randolph County and Davidson County. Diehl has a multitude of outstanding felony warrants from Davidson and Randolph County, and they're listed individually below. In Randolph County, he's got felony breaking enter with intent to terrorize, felony robbery with a dangerous weapon, felony second-degree kidnapping, felony larceny after breaking and entering, felony break or enter a motor vehicle, felony possession of stolen goods, felony larceny of a motor vehicle, felony possession of a firearm by a felon, felony flee to elude arrest with a motor vehicle, and numerous other misdemeanors. Davidson County's charges were felony flee to elude arrest with a motor vehicle, driving while license revoked, not while being impaired, and several other felonies. And I'll let Sheriff Simmons go into that. I want to emphasize that this was a joint effort that we've been working on since January 20th. Subject was chased into our county on that day, and he's been very eluding our attempts to arrest him, and he did terrorize Randolph County, Jackson Creek area. That's where he actually stole the vehicle. I contacted Mrs. White, who was the victim, a 66-year-old female living at home by herself, and I advised her that this subject had been apprehended and is now in the Randolph County, or getting ready to be in the Randolph County Jail. She was very relieved, stated that we made her day much brighter. I also contacted another victim who came in contact with Mr. Diehl, and I advised him of the situation. He was very thankful of our efforts, and I advised him that it wouldn't be possible unless we worked together with the United States Marshals Service and with Davidson County. And we did work closely since January 20th, which enabled us to make an arrest today. And I want to let Sheriff Simmons talk about the contact he had with Mr. Diehl or his sheriff's office in Davidson County.
Good morning. We got involved on January 20th out of a shooting victim of Stephen Martin out of Ramseur. This was a drug deal gone bad here on Cabin Creek in a house in a residence in the back of, I think it was an abandoned house that this deal went bad. He got shot in the chest area. That's what got us involved. It was a timeline on this. We went into obtaining warrants for this for Mr. Martin. When we spotted Mr. Diehl, a speed chase eluded, and he eluded us and went into Randolph County where the other crimes took place. We've kept a constant visual and surveillance on this house, trying to do a precise arrest of him so no one in that neighborhood, it's a very crowded neighborhood, so no one else would get harmed in this. This morning it worked out that we had him pinned down early in the morning. We made entry to the house with the U.S. Marshals and the Randolph County Sheriff's Office, and we were able to find Mr. Diehl barricaded in a room in this house, and we took him into custody without him or anyone else getting harmed. So we felt like it was a job well done.
Does anyone have any questions? Yes, ma'am.
For how long did you know that he was in that house?
We knew that Mr. Diehl was still in the area. There was a lot of Facebook chatter. There was a lot of phone calls coming in, tips, saying that he was outside the county and possibly in another state. But once we contacted the U.S. Marshal Service, we felt confident that he was still in that area due to the fact that there was no sightings. And we felt if we, remained calm and worked together as a team, as we did, we would come a lot closer in apprehending him on this morning. So it worked out great. Any other questions?
Tell us more about the location that you found in, just to, you mentioned it earlier, just reiterate on that. What was this location? What circumstance was he found under when you found him?
He actually had barricaded himself in a false bottom off of a floor, very unique. And that's exactly where we found him, hid in there, had pillows, everything. Had to take the wall out. But we took our time this morning, felt very sure that he was in this area, and we were able to locate him.
And this property was abandoned, you said?
No, not this property where the first initial crime took place was. But this was a house at 296 Cabin Creek, and had two other individuals in there. When we made entry, we were able to get them out of the house before we went inside. We were able to evacuate everyone.
And were these two individuals knowledgeable of the presence of Mr. Diehl in that property?
We feel like yes, we actually made an arrest. Kashia, I'm going to have to get her name. Cassandra Harrison was her name, and she was charged with harboring a fugitive, and she's being held under a $50,000 bond now. Other questions? We felt like with the precision that we did, we're able to keep him down. There was no phone messages. He stayed off the phone. He just stayed pretty well hunkered down in that area, the way we found out. And felt like it was a great job when agencies come together and we feel like there's no island here. I'm really tickled at how we put this together. It was good work together, taking your time, keeping things under cover, keeping it locked down, keeping him locked down because he didn't commit any other crime while we were surveying him and on top of this. So no one else got hurt. It's a good end to a bad situation.
Now, you said he was found with 2 people, right? 2 people in the building.
2 people in the
Who
building.
was the other person? You only mentioned one person just now. What other person?
A child, a juvenile.
Got it.
If there's no further questions, we'll end this press conference. If you have any other information or questions, just give us a call. We'll send out another press release as soon as we have any additional information. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you.